she was not a slave ship, so she was not set up with all the chains and all to lock the people in the place. They'd have chains on the captives, but they were not sort of tied together. And there wasn't space down below to have all of them down below, so some of them were chained but up on deck. And so one of those captives, a fellow by the name of Sigve, he worked a nail free and then was able to undo his manacles and get his chains off. And then, unfortunately for the crew of the vessel, part of the cargo they were also carrying, in addition to these 53 captives, were a couple cases of cane knives. We would call cane knives machetes nowadays. So these black captives had not only achieved undoing their bondage, but they'd also had weapons. That's where Connecticut comes into the story, is because there was a U.S. Navy, basically actually a survey ship that was out there, was a Navy vessel, and over 60 days, even back then, there had been talk about this black slave ship or this vessel with a black crew, because of course having an all-black crew, what's up with this? So there had been sort of rumors about this vessel, and then the Navy ship caught her, and the reason they caught her was she had stopped to pick up water, because they only had food and water aboard for a little 2-day passage, and then they had a bit of water for 60 days. So you can imagine they had to stop actually several times along the way to get food and water. And so they captured the crew, not that the blacks were necessarily trying to escape. And the blacks, I think it's easy to simplify the case. They actually were wise enough, they knew a little bit about the lay of the land and stuff. And so their first question were to the whites was, is this slave country or not? Because they knew if they went far enough north, that they got up to Canada, that slavery had been abolished.